We want to avoid getting primer where it's not needed because that's going to create a lot of sanding work for us. So we'll mask off the area where we've sanded only. And we're going to do this using a technique called back taping with our masking tape. It works like this. Instead of masking it off like this and creating a hard line, I'll actually approach it this way, and then I'll pull the paper back like that. And that will create a soft line right here where the primer kind of lands on this soft edge, and we get a nice soft border of the primer, which is much easier to sand than if you have hard tape lines. The primer has a mix ratio of 2 parts primer, 2 parts reducer, and 1 part activator. And in a typical bumper corner repair, you don't need any more than about 2 ounces of primer. The scale measures in grams, and 1 ounce is about 28 grams. So we want to mix, we're after about 40 total grams of primer. So if we use 8 grams as our base number, we're looking to mix 2 parts of primer, which would be 16 grams, 2 parts reducer, which would be another 16 grams, and 1 part premium primer activator, which will be 8 grams. So we'll turn on our scale and let it zero itself out. And we'll pour out 16 grams of primer approximately. Another 16 grams of primer reducer. And 8 grams of activator. Stir it up, and it's ready to spray. Before I spray, I do 2 things. The first is that I check that the regulator is at 28 pounds with the trigger open. And that looks good. Second thing I do is I drop just a little bit of paint thinner in the cup and pull the trigger just to make sure that my fan is nice and even. There's nothing clogging the tip. And that looks good. So let's drop a strainer in our cup and fill it up with our primer. Apply 2 or 3 medium coats. Watch my hand speed and note how thickly I lay the primer.